just felt heavy. I felt like it wasn't easy to progress. This was about 6 months into my business, and having become a business coach after 20 years as an advertising agency director, I knew that I could really help entrepreneurs to build their business. But being that vague and that wide was causing me a lot of confusion about how I went ahead. And as that confusion built and I didn't solve that problem, I found my energy getting heavier and heavier as I put myself out in the world, as I started to build my Instagram and my Facebook group, started to build my email list, started to create content. I realised that I didn't really know what I was saying, and I didn't know who I was saying it to. Perhaps you're experiencing this right now, where every time you put yourself out in the world and you create something, you have to think really hard about it. You're not really sure about the position in the market that you're taking. You see other people doing what you're doing. Perhaps that's life coaching, or perhaps you're a manifestation coach, energy healer, or any other type of phenomenal coach that helps people really change their lives. And you're seeing other people who seemingly do exactly what you do. You know, when you scroll through Instagram and suddenly there's someone who's talking about the same sort of thing that you feel in your heart, and they seem to have the same job title as you, whether that's a business coach or a life coach, and you think, wow, they're doing it so amazingly, and how am I ever going to catch up? How will I ever build a successful business when other people are doing it to that standard? They started so much before me. They seem to have it all together. And here I am flailing, struggling, and ultimately feeling unconfident about creating the results in your business. Let me tell you now that you are not alone. As a new coach, this is a typical way that so many people get their businesses started, feeling the struggle and feeling that overwhelm. We're going to dive into a few of the ways that you can start to overcome the potential stagnation that this causes. But first, if any of this is calling to you, you need to come to my masterclass next week. It's called Drop Self-Doubt and Start Getting Clients, the 3 keys for new coaches to 10x your business confidence. And I'm going to share with you the essential steps that I had to go through and my clients and students do in order to get from a place of a doubting new coach to a confident and creative, successful coaching business. We're going to talk about how to be an aligned coach standing in your power, how to really understand why you're you, your brand soul essence, and how to get the dream clients that will create the impact and income of your dreams. I know that you're going to get so much out of this masterclass. Just sign up on the link in the show notes. It's Wednesday the 13th and Friday the 14th of October 2021. Don't miss this because it's going to set up the rest of your year so you can start 2022 feeling empowered and knowing the direction that your business is inevitably going to take on your path to success. Hello, I'm Jo Ingram and welcome to Action Taker Tribe. Today is all about how it feels to be a new coach who's struggling to get traction, moving ahead and doing all the things. Perhaps you're really focused on building your Instagram following or your Facebook group. Perhaps you're learning how to list build and write enticing copy. Perhaps you're interested in doing PR and writing guest articles for publications. Perhaps you're creating your first podcast and learning all the skills required to do that. Ultimately, the list is endless of the things as an entrepreneur and a coach that you can do to build your business. And of course, as you scroll through social media, so many options and opportunities are put in front of you that no wonder it's overwhelming. And sometimes we are unsure about what we should be doing next. But moreover, sometimes we take these opportunities and we enjoy them and we do our best, and yet we still feel at the end of it that we haven't really made progress, that we haven't gained traction. And for months now, I've been in inquiry about why this is, and I've looked carefully at my own progress and my business and that of my clients. And I have distilled the answer into 3 basic things. The reason that you are not making progress despite doing all the things is that you haven't, as a new coach, nailed the 3 things that you have to get before you do anything else. And that is, of course, exactly what you do, who you help, and how you do it. It sounds so incredibly simple. We should all have that nailed, right? But that's not the case. When we first start out, we get a passion, we get a purpose, and we know enough about how we want to help. We might call ourselves a business coach, we might call ourselves a life coach, and so on. But this is where we get stuck in differentiating ourselves from others in the marketplace and understanding exactly how we fit in. I like to call it the brand soul essence. And it's about bringing who you are as a soul and as an impassioned entrepreneur actually into your brand. It is a personal brand. This isn't some giant corporation. And for it to be a successful brand, it has to represent the pure essence of you so people can feel that through the messaging and, of course, through the energy and vibration that you create. If you're stuck at this point and you haven't really identified your personal brand essence, no wonder it's a struggle when you're in social media and you're doing other things for your business to really get traction and move forward. How can you feel confident in who you are and what you do if you haven't got that clarity? Secondly, it's who you do it for, who you serve. And this is sometimes called your ideal client avatar, your ICA. I like to call it your dream client. When I worked in advertising, we called it your target audience. The fact remains that if you're unclear about exactly who you help and you haven't nailed your niche, it's going to be super hard for you to actually gain resonance. And it's all about resonance. People have to feel like you're inside their head, that you're actually talking only to them. They have to be absolutely intrigued and enthralled. And you can only do that if you're specific. If you're hyper general and you're just saying, I'm a life coach, I can help anyone that's struggling with life issues, people are going to say, meh, it's just whatever. However, if you're hyper specific and you say, for example, I help struggling mums of toddlers to find calm and community, then those people's ears are going to prick up and you're going to start to gain traction and resonance. Many new coaches try and avoid niching down. They feel like it means they're going to have to turn down business. And goodness knows when you start off coaching, you kind of want every dollar you can get. You're in a scarcity mindset and you're worried about income and how you're going to build the revenue for your business. And so frequently when you niche down, you feel like you might be turning money away. Now, in the short term, that might be the case. But the reality is, as you start to niche down and you start to gain that clarity, your revenue will grow. People will start to see you as someone that helps people specifically like them, and they're going to share that with their friends. Your messaging is going to become crystal clear when you're in social media. And of course, your confidence and energy is going to soar as a result. And on to the third piece of the puzzle, which is how you do it. And this is all about your offers. Offers aren't just a process like a membership or a program. The area of offers also includes the promise that you give your perfect avatar and the transformation that you create for them. You have to get the first two pieces in place first, and then your offers become so much easier to create. Every new coach wants to create irresistible offers. And when you're in alignment with what you do and who you do it for, creating offers with ease is finally available to you. If you're bored by your own offers, struggle to set the pricing, aren't sure why anybody would actually want to buy it from you, then this is what we're talking about. Drop the self-doubt and become authentically you. Gain the confidence to pick a niche and dive headfirst into it. Craft irresistible offers that are so obvious and needed by your dream clients, they literally can't wait to buy it from you. Now, these three areas are exactly what I'm going to dive into in person, in detail, in my masterclass next week. It's called Drop Self-Doubt and Start Getting Clients, the 3 keys for new coaches to 10x your business confidence. You're going to learn exactly what you need to do before you dive into all the other areas that are going to keep you busy, but they're not going to advance your business because you haven't nailed these foundations. Get these in place and you can unlock all of the exponential success that you deserve. The masterclass is on October 13th and 14th. We're going to hang out live and I'm going to answer your questions. Jump into the show notes now and reserve your place. I'm so looking forward to seeing you there. And in the meantime, have an inspired action week. Take care. Bye now.